It is Sunday, May 31st, about 7 o'clock p.m. So the sun's going to set in about 2 hours, I think. 8:39, something like that. Since we're so close to June 22nd, which is the longest day of the year, we're not very far north, but we're far enough north that it makes a big difference. So pretty soon the days will start getting shorter. Well, in about a month. But yeah, so I'm out here with the sheep. I just came out to check on them and see how everybody's doing. About half the sheep had broken out of the row. I think what's going on is there's just not a lot of forage here now that everything's dried up. There's some goat weed there. So what I'm going to do is probably move them like every other day. Just keep them moving. I think this is the third day of them here. And I really got to move the rams. The rams are basically out of forage too. They're with the puppies. I'm going to get in the shade. It's about 95 degrees right now, 90, 95. Nice warm day. You can see the puppies are making a smart decision here as well. Whew, it's a lot better. Yeah, it's not very humid. It is warm though. I'm not going to say hot. It does get hot out here, like 107. I've been out here in 107 degree weather. I actually, when the hot weather was coming, when we first moved down here, I actually came out here intentionally during the hottest part of the day. And I tried to do some work. And I found remarkably efficient. I know people like to complain about the heat a lot, but to be honest, it's really not that bad. It could be a lot worse, right? Something else that I want to bring to light is President of the United States announced recently that we need to bring back our cotton industry. And a large part of the reason why the cotton industry is gone is because Americans don't wear cotton, right? We're wearing like synthetic fibers. So if we started wearing cotton again, like we used to, then that would create demand for cotton, and hopefully the American cotton industry can kick back into full gear. He was bragging about how some of the cotton that comes out of America is the best cotton in the world, which I'm sure is the case. This is cotton country. You don't have to go very far in any of the cardinal directions to find a cotton farm, or what used to be a cotton farm. I believe this as well used to be a cotton farm at one point. Cotton's a natural fiber. It's called hypo-allergenic. It's called hypo-allergenic because it doesn't. There's not a lot of people that have allergies to it. It's a natural fiber. It tends to react well with water on the skin. I wear 100% cotton. I don't wear anything unless it's cotton. Blue jeans are typically cotton. My socks are cotton. My boots obviously are cotton. My shirt's cotton. I wear cotton underclothes. And so when it gets hot, I get sweaty, I get wet. But the gentlest breeze is enough to send a shiver down my spine. This looks like she's going to have another baby or two. I don't know why she's so full. That could be a bad thing. Regardless, I'm going to try to pin them up this Saturday. I think this Saturday is the day I'm going to do it. I'm going to pin them up and take a look at them. This one needs to be cleaned. Her butt needs to be cleaned. That fur needs to come off. That could be bad for fly strike or something like that. But most especially, I want to get a count of the lambs. See what I got so far. The lambs are looking pretty good. The mamas are looking a little thin, which I guess is expected. You know, they're nursing the babies like mad right now, investing 100% in the next generation, which I don't have a problem with. But they do need to get fat again before they have another lamb, you know. So the mamas will hopefully recover before lambing next year. I think I see a couple of sheep, and this was one of them that I thought was pregnant, but I see a little lamb next to her. So she might not be. She could just be, oh, look at her hoof. I need to take care of her hoof. You can see it's like grown so long it's breaking off. It's probably not comfortable at all. And you go in there and clean up the hooves. But anyway, where was I going with this? I think I see a couple ewes that might be giving birth soon. That was the original plan, is the middle of June. I need to go and I need to band the rams. If there's any ram I want to keep, I might choose one, maybe two that look really awesome. Keep them for next year, for breeding, or the year after next, I guess, because it takes them a while to be 100% efficient at breeding, right? Check the hooves, check the eyes, just see how my sheep are all doing. I think I pinned them up back in March. So now, one thing about sheep lambs is they just drink a little bit of milk and they wander off and they come back and drink some more milk. So I found out that one of the reasons why bottle lambs don't do well is because we try to feed them all at once when we should be feeding them like every 10 minutes, which I don't got no time for that, you know. Maybe a 4-year-old girl at home can do it, but even that's probably asking too much, you know. But anyway, yeah, sheep seem to be doing okay. They're looking for some kind of forage they're not getting here. They end up always at the same spot in the pasture. I think there's something down there they like. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but hopefully the summer grass will come in good and strong, especially with the rain that we had recently, you know. Boy, this shade and the breeze is really nice, you know. Puppies are still for sale. I haven't had any problems with these. They just like to get excited when I talk to them. They make perfectly good livestock guardian dogs. They'll protect your land from things that go boo at night. And as you can see, they're perfectly bonded with the sheep. The sheep, like, I can't even use them to herd sheep. They're so gentle with the sheep aren't even scared of them, you know. And then they're completely comfortable with sheep, you know. And it's kind of funny because when I come out here, they like to go out and greet me at the gate when they hear me coming. But every once in a while I'll come out here and there'll just be a few at the gate, and then I'll get in my side-by-side quick and come down here, and I'll see 2 of the dogs in the row, and then there'll be a couple dogs to the south. So they spread out. They are on duty, and they got all the points of the compass covered. So they're also good at barking at birds. So we'll get different kinds of birds that'll come through, and they'll just bark at them, chase them off, you know. Right? Right? You guys still need to shed, don't you? You've already shed. What are you? Yeah, you're still shedding a little bit. He's shedding a bunch. I need to go find him. He's with the male dogs now. So, yep, sheep have all the clean water in the world they can drink. You have a good, they're scared of me, not the dogs. Good long row here. Some of them are slipping through the wires. Looks like a lot of them have their lambs. I wish there was a way that I can connect the lambs to the mamas, figure out whose is whose. But it's such a cutie. This is what I want to see, perfectly shed. The hooves aren't too bad. The hooves could use a trim. Mama seems to be pretty healthy. I think this is one of Granny's lambs. Yeah, U0003. Yep, that's probably one of the first lambs born on this land. So she's St. Croix. Yeah, there's something wrong with her hoof. I need to go in there and clean it up. It's bothering her. Yeah. So she was probably born in 2022, and this lamb is 2026, obviously, so she should be giving me twins, but she didn't. So, you know, right now I'm just calling for survival. What are you barking at? I don't see birds or anything. Maybe it's a car driving by. They have better hearing than me. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.